Well, it is Wednesday and I am back in the office. I was in Morristown Municipal Court this morning, followed by Washington Township Municipal Court. So it was a municipal court morning this morning for our law firm. Tomorrow, I will be in Gloucester County Superior Court. And then on Friday, I'll be back in Philadelphia for a sentencing in a matter that I believe will go very well for us, despite the trial not going well for us. With that said, they come out with an article today regarding what occurred in Philadelphia with this police officer's case. That the former officer was charged with murder 1, murder 3, and manslaughter, and the Philadelphia Municipal Court judge held the matter for trial following the preliminary hearing. The preliminary hearing was quite protracted. It took about 3 hours. And at the end, the judge made the decision to hold the matter for trial. Now, I don't know if there was some type of proposal for the officer to consider waiving the hearing in exchange for dismissing the murder 1 charge. That probably didn't happen, given the district attorney's office position on a lot of these cases. The other officer, who was recently convicted of the manslaughter, faces sentencing later on in the year. Eric Ruck, and this officer, Officer Mendoza, was charged in I hate to say it, a similar case, but unfortunately, in both cases, both individuals were killed by police. In the Officer Ruck case, he was convicted of the manslaughter. The jury found that he was not justified. He was not justified in using self-defense. In this new case with Officer Mendoza, the issue is that, first of all, the victim was 12 years old. He allegedly shot into an unmarked police car. The officers returned fire and struck the officer who was charged, struck this young man in the back, and unfortunately, he died. So that's where the case is. I wrote the article to bring out the importance of preliminary hearings, what occurs at a preliminary hearing, why you do them, why you waive them. And really, you can have a preliminary hearing, a matter could be held for trial, as it was in this case, but it doesn't mean the hearing did not go well for the defense. Now, I would imagine that in this particular case, there will be some possible plea negotiations, but most likely this case is going to go to trial. I don't believe that the Commonwealth will offer this former officer anything that he is willing to accept. And I believe very firmly the defense believes that they have a strong case, given the fact that this young man was armed at the time of the incident. Now, I think the really difficult burden that they may have getting around is the fact that this young man was shot in the back. But again, I haven't seen all the discovery, and neither have all the reporters making these stories. So it's very easy to jump to a conclusion without reviewing all the discovery that's available to both the defense and the prosecution. He's represented by very fine attorneys, and I'm sure that they will put up a very vigorous defense in this case. But the hearing, again, in that article, I lay out why the hearing is important. Your attorney should be collecting information during the preliminary hearing, even if he or she knows that the matter will be held for trial. He or she should obviously try to get charges dismissed or downgraded, and I am sure that the former officer's attorney did that. Unfortunately for them, Judge Hayden held the matter for trial and now proceeds to an arraignment, and then to a pretrial conference, a scheduling conference, and finally a jury trial. So that matter will probably go to trial probably in 2023. I doubt they'll be able to get it in this year. So the officer, because he's charged with murder 1, is not eligible for bail, so he'll remain in custody. Had they had the murder 1 charge dismissed, he would have been able to obtain release on bail. So he'll have to remain in custody for the duration. But again, if you have questions regarding a preliminary hearing, or the difference between murder or manslaughter charges in Pennsylvania or New Jersey, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Website, GamboneLaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for you and your family. All my books, my blogs, my videos are available there in one convenient format. Have a great Wednesday, and I'll talk to you all very soon.